You gonna leave me? You know what? I think I did. Bitty, 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 bitty. Where my round pan is now? Oh, hi. Oh, hey, y'all. Hey, hi. Hey, everybody. Travis left just as we went live here to, I guess, take a little bathroom break before we get started. How's everybody tonight? It feels so late tonight. It is late, but it feels really late tonight. I guess it's getting darker. It's really dark here. It seems like darker than usual. It's cloudy today, so that's what it is. Can't see the moon. How are y'all doing? How is your day 3? Hey, Miss Karen. Hey, Chris. Chris, I am so proud of your pups, and I think it's so exciting what you're doing, driving to Missouri. I can't remember where you were for that. I know you were all over the place recently, but I think that is so cool. I was so excited to see Pulse got the first place disc. And anyway, I love watching them, and we are so in love with these 2 little rascals. But I love watching you guys travel and watching your journey with them. Hey, y'all. Hey, Kristen, Renee, Pamela, Amanda. Hey, y'all. Hey, Joanna. See you got here tonight. Good. Hey, Pam. Hey, everybody. Okay. Hey. Hey. There you are. They are good. Phew. Came to save the day.
All right. Save the day, huh? Hey, everybody. Hello, hello. Hey, it's Travis here. If we got new folks here, this is Shibboleth, Travis, and Sasha. We've lost more than 150 pounds together on the Shibboleth lifestyle and feel very blessed to be acquainted with tens of thousands of other people who are enjoying this practical, sustainable, and fun program. So all the good that's being accomplished by this grassroots effort, we want to bow our unworthy heads and give Jesus the praise for it all. So y'all been asking for biscuits, and Sasha's going to pull it off tonight. We're going to show you Shibboleth Category 2 biscuits. A lot of different things that you can use these for. After this evening, we will be adding them to your Wonderful Life Challenge. We'll be adding it to the detox portion and today's 11 through 24. If you're not doing the challenge, you're still welcome. We went on and messaged everybody about this one because Sasha gets constant requests to show our members how she makes these Carb Quick biscuits look so beautiful and taste so good. So tonight is biscuit night. No risk it, no biscuit. So get ready. We're going to be talking to you for a little while as she gets ready for this and shows you how she does them. They're delicious. We have them for breakfast. Thank you for the stars. We really appreciate that. We have them for breakfast. We even have them as hamburger buns sometimes. They make delicious hamburger buns. There's nothing like a hamburger, but in a biscuit. We do sausage and biscuits with it. We do eggs and bacon and cheese with the biscuit. I do sugar biscuits. I grew up on sugar biscuits. Now we don't use sugar, obviously.
Well, no, I was going to say
but we use approved sweeteners and ghee butter within the biscuit, and it's like a sugar biscuit. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Chocolate syrup. Use biscuits and chocolate syrup. Grew up on that.
Speaking of,
yeah, all kinds of stuff. Go ahead. You're just going to say something.
Well, I was going to say about the sugar biscuits that there's a great cinnamon roll type of biscuit that's in the library that I love to make that one. That one's really, really good too.
Cinnamon roll. Yeah, y'all please, if you will, if you're a Shibboleth member, those of you that have hearts to do it, not criticizing those that don't. Sometimes the Lord just don't lead. But if the Lord's leading you to support Shibboleth and to help us continue this grassroots effort of saving lives, please share this video from Facebook. Please share it. You never know, you might save a life. We don't just talk about food and losing weight. Again, if you're just joining, we've lost more than 150 pounds together as a couple, and I've come off all prescription medications. But we do something even more important than that. We help people forgive themselves. We help people reconnect with the Holy Spirit. We help people stop judging themselves and judging others. So we're a ministry first and foremost. So please, please share the video. And it'll also allow you to find the Biscuit video quicker when you're needing to look for it, because it'll be on your profile. So please share tonight. All right, so you got anything? While you get ready and start telling them what you're doing, it's been an incredibly great but long day, and I'm going to pour me a happy juice while you get ready, all right? Okay. So I'll be mixing me up a happy juice. And if you need me to fill in a gap, you know I gab, so just jerk my chain. Yeah. Hey, everybody.
I might have to get myself a real one. Feels very, okay.
Go ahead. You got this, baby. You got it.
Yep. Yeah.
Tell her, tell her she's got it.
No. I just got to get my, I have preheated my oven. This one, the recipe that I'm doing is, I feel like I'm not even in the camera because of all that chat. Is it good?
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah, they can see you. We just see the chat.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. Let's do that.
That's a little better. Okay.
You just call me, baby. There's Kim Dankey.
Hey, Kim.
Hey, Kim.
I am trying. Every time I do these biscuits, though, they're a little bit different. So we always, and I might add something different or try something different because I'm just gotten to where I like to experiment a little bit more. Thank you, Beth. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Beth sent 5,000 stars.
What? That was an accident.
I think it says
that had to be an accident.
That's what that says. That's cool how that
had
works,
to be an accident.
How that tells us.
She said
she's got whoops.
She's gonna say, give me 4,500 of those back. Way to go. Thank you so much.
Hey,
you made our night.
Cleo, don't
I may not even need happy juice. Is Cleo here?
She's here.
Cleo? Now, Sasha.
Watching me cook.
Sasha, you got some competition if Cleo's here.
I know. I'm going to be.
She may have to help you modify your recipe.
I know. I may get some instructions after this is over, which is good because this is all. I'm not definitely not a biscuit maker besides just. Pouring them out in Biscuit, or maybe even like using the little canned stuff and popping them out of the can. So, but when we got I used to just make them with Carb Quick, but when we got the Fiber Gourmet flour in, that was kind of exciting because I like Carb Quick when I can really flavor it with something else. So, like I like the cinnamon flavored biscuits, and I like the when we make the oh my gosh, one thing. Is not the dumplings, but what's the other one that we do that's the topping is the Carb Quick on the top, and I never can remember it, but it's the vegetable. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Pot pie. Oh my gosh.
Boy, it makes a good pot pie. Is there any chance the pot pie would
be on the day 11 group?
That's what's good about Shibboleth. With the proper rules, you can have anything. I just have to give them a rule.
The chicken pot pie is
day
actually
11, though.
Really good.
They can't do that during the 10 days.
Right. Oh, right. No. So, but the chicken pot pie recipe is amazing, so I love it with that. But otherwise, I've tended to think Carb Quick can be a little bland and a little hard to mix well. So when the Fiber Gourmet flour came out, I decided to mix and do the biscuits with a combination of both. So this biscuit recipe is the Shibby biscuit. I called it the Shibby biscuit recipe. So we've got
Boy, you better not say Shibby biscuit too many times real fast. You may say a 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏. You try to say that 3 times real fast.
Do you know?
Shibby biscuit. You better be careful with that.
So I'm not really sure.
This is a Christian ministry. You might slip a 𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏.
I'll let you keep on talking to him, but we've got.
Well, I don't have nothing to say. This is your night.
And the Fiber Gourmet flour. So I've split this in half.
Can y'all hear us okay? Somebody's saying they can't hear us.
I know, I'm kind of far away.
Shibby biscuit. Red leather, yellow leather, red. Hey, y'all do this. Try to do this. Try to say, we got to have fun, right? Before I go and speak, I'm going to get nervous, so I have to untie my tongue. Y'all try to say this 3 times. I bet you can't. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Shibby biscuit, shibby biscuit, shibby biscuit, shibby biscuit. I bet y'all said wordy nerds. Go ahead, baby. Yeah. Do y'all ever wonder why she married me?
No, they just
Y'all have to be wondering why she married
they
me.
don't. They just must think this is we have. Well, I mean, we have this much fun.
Y'all look out. I ain't
really,
even had my happy juice yet.
I really do think that we should have a microphone going in the house all the time so that we can record our conversations. Because I always think, gosh, why don't everybody get to hear just the amazing, the brilliance behind.
Oh, she's calling me brilliant.
I did.
Thank you.
I did.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, she says all the time, if you just act like that on camera, we'd be millionaires helping people lose weight. But I'm shy. I'm very shy.
Yeah, you're
Pam Ferris, hello. Hey. Nah, we just want to help people anyhow. We just enjoy it, have fun. We all going home. 100 years from now, ain't none of us going to be here. So what really matters is who did we help? Who did we help?
Do you want to talk about why, like, if there's
Y'all
people,
share the video, share it.
If there's people here that don't really know us or know the benefit of using these Carb Quick and this Fiber Gourmet flour over the other ones, maybe real quickly while
I will talk about that. Thank you, Sasha. But before I do, I'm self-conscious. Sasha put makeup on me. Can you women tell I have makeup on?
Oh my goodness,
And
you're not supposed to tell
I know
me
you ain't
that.
supposed to tell, but I can't help it. I'm self-conscious. I've never had makeup on. So I have this big gash. Can y'all?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Then can women tell I have makeup on?
Okay, so look.
She tries to get me. Well, she's gonna talk. I'm gonna get her up here in a minute. She keeps telling me to fill time because I got a big gash on my chin from wrestling. So anyway, so y'all are saying no. So I'll listen to you, Sasha. I'll start wearing more makeup.
Okay, so
All right.
for this recipe,
Yeah, talk louder.
I kind of like to have a little sweetener, a little sweetness
Jeff
in my
Dunham.
boy.
Talk louder.
You go sit. My goodness.
You gotta be like a preacher. You
All right,
gotta
so
talk.
my on this biscuit recipe, what I have done is I've split it. So I've got a cup of the Carb Quick in here, and I've got a cup of the Fiber Gourmet flour in here. And these flours are obviously our people, Shibby people know that this flour is gonna it's got enough. I'll let you do that part.
Don't wait because they want to hear you.
But wait, before I'm gonna go mix it while you tell them. But I'm gonna add my sugar. Now you don't have to do this, but I like them to have a little. Takes the bitterness out. I like them to have a little sweetness in the biscuit. So I'll put 2 little packets of Splenda in there. You do not have to do that. And then I also have this yeast, which I think that this may be the key to helping the biscuits rise. So we found this. Right. This one has a little bit of flavoring in it. It's the cheesy, savory seasoning in its nutritional yeast. So I put a tablespoon of this and into the biscuit mix. So I'm going to mix all this together and then let him talk, and then I'll be back.
Nutritional yeast is good for your immune system. It's good for your gut, and it's her secret ingredient to make the biscuits really flavorful and rise a little better. With that said, the flours, if you're new to Shibboleth, what people don't tell us is that fat loss, in order to get in a place where you're efficiently burning excess fat, stored calories, you must control insulin. Insulin is a fat storage hormone, a growth hormone, an appetite accelerant, and it also destroys your mitochondria. So you have to control insulin if your goal is to lose body fat. And you have to get in adequate protein to preserve muscle while you're in a calorie deficit, which by following the Shibboleth daily disciplines, we accomplish that. But with the flour she's using, rather than elevate our blood sugar very rapidly and cause a huge, we call it the fat bus, insulin, a huge fat bus secretion from the pancreas, that stops our fat burning, that stores the fat that we consume and keeps us in a fat storage mode for considerable time. Instead of having regular flour, she's using Carb Quick. And are you doing the mix this time? You're mixing the two flours. We've done it differently at times. So she's using the mixture of Fiber Gourmet flour and Carb Quick flour, which has a ton of fiber in it. Fiber and protein shut the fat bus down. Shut it down. So that if we're following the Shibboleth daily disciplines, we can get in efficient fat burning mode. And then once we're there, if we follow the perfect day holiday system that we've outlined, you lock it down and rip off the fat burning knob. And then you can just stay there. So we love biscuits. I grew up on biscuits, but the old biscuits I used to eat, they taste good, but they come with fat gain. The biscuits we eat now, they taste good, but they come with fat loss. So what do you want, adults? Do you want taste good and fat gain or taste good and fat loss? It's a choice. So that's what we're doing tonight with these flours. Let me see here what we got. We got a few questions. If I miss anybody, it's not intentional. Kim says, tell them why Fiber Gourmet products have fewer calories. Well, the fiber. So when you look, fiber doesn't have a blood sugar impact. So fiber, not all companies do this, but Fiber Gourmet does. They reduce the total calories by the number of fiber calories. So fiber, if it says there are 20 grams of fiber in a product, a lot of companies will multiply that times 4 because there's 4 calories in a gram of fiber, but they have no blood sugar impact. The body can't really do anything with them. You don't really get any energy from those. So the companies will subtract that from the total calories that your body can use from energy. So you'll see a deduction in the total serving calories when there's a lot of fiber. Now, some companies don't do that. I wish none of the companies did that because I like to look at it like a calorie is a calorie. They just break down differently in your body. I want to know the total calories, but like a lot of these companies now, they'll deduct the calories from fiber from the serving of calories. I think that's what Kim's talking about. But still, the fiber is shutting down the fat bus. Can you buy Fiber Gourmet flour in stores or just through Shibboleth? Teresa, it's an online product. You can buy it from us, but every product that we talk about, you can also buy from somewhere else, except for some that we have our own label on. And then you would have, it's only a couple of products that you would get from us, but they're not even a requirement to the program. You can find Fiber Gourmet all over the place online. Amazon, if you don't want to do it through us, you can get it through Amazon, I'm sure.
Now, if you're ready, I'm going to tell you the next step, and then you can...
Let me just make sure I'm kind of caught up, so go ahead.
Okay, so the next step in this, and one of the other reasons I wanted to mention that I added the sweetener in there is because the recipe that's in there, the 4-ingredient biscuit is what I based all of this off of. And so that particular biscuit recipe, when I Googled it online, and probably some of y'all know that the Sprite or the 7-Up that original biscuit recipe called for, we substitute that with the Sprite Zero. So I thought that maybe it was the sweetener. Part of the missing part of what made the biscuit so good was the sweetener maybe that was in the Sprite, the regular Sprite. So I added a little bit of the sweetener myself. And then again, that original biscuit recipe is a great one on its own. But the program has evolved so much, and there's so many other new foods available, so I started to experiment a little bit. So I added the sugar, the Splenda. I'm going to add half a cup of low-fat or light sour cream. So I'm adding that to my mix, and then...
You stay up here if you can.
I'm going to try to...
So that they can see what you're doing. If you need me to hold it, I'll hold it. I'll be your assistant.
That'd be great. Give me my table for just a minute. So I'm going to... this is perfect. You just stand right there.
I'm happy to do that.
And I'm going to add that sour cream in there. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this up a little bit. You're supposed to mix it up so that it kind of moistens all of the dough.
Did you say, I may have missed it because I was talking as usual, how many parts Carb Quick, how many parts Fiber Gourmet?
I did equal parts. I don't know if there is and like I said, I haven't made...
How much is that?
Sorry?
Cup-wise.
A cup and a cup.
A cup and a cup.
A
1
cup.
cup of Fiber Gourmet flour, 1 cup of Carb Quick flour.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. And I haven't tried any other ratio. I don't know that that's the right ratio, but it works for us.
Well, no, your biscuits are perfect.
Oh, thank you.
They're perfect.
Perfect biscuits. All right, so that's just kind of moistened enough and
Don't
stirred up
change
enough
the
in there.
biscuits.
Now I need to add the Sprite Zero. So let me go grab that, and you just sit tight right there.
I'll sit tight right here.
Okay.
I do what I'm
So
told.
now
Obedience is better than sacrifice.
So now with this, I'm sure there is a good reason for it. You're supposed to add this one slowly so you can mix it all together and get it and moisten all the dough.
Don't spill that.
I have found that I need a little bit more than the half a cup. So I'm going to start with half a cup and see how that gets me. Now, I also find that I got to use my hands to mix this up at this point. So I'm gonna pour this in just a little bit, kind of just moisten that around, move that around while I got. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and forget that immediately and put this. This one is one of the messiest recipes. I will say that we do around here is the Carb Quick biscuits. He's always like, "What happened? What exploded in here?"
It's worth
Like,
it.
well,
I love it when she makes a big batch of them, and we'll have them, but then they go in a Ziploc bag and in the fridge, and then I got biscuits for 2 or 3 days because I love biscuits.
all right. So now I'm just gonna moisten all of this, so get it all good and mixed up together, so I get all the dry mix into the mixture. Now I am probably going to add a little salt and pepper. In fact, I'm going to do that right now before I get it too mixed up in there. I haven't done that before, added any, but I think I want to add a little.
Well,
just a little bit of salt, and I'm going to add some pepper.
How are they going to remember? You ain't never done that before. Now you do.
I'll put it on the thing. It's
Okay.
probably not even enough. One thing I learned that I'm
Fat burning biscuits.
One thing I learned that I get nervous about, I used to get very, very nervous about, was being afraid I was using too much spice in something or too much of a seasoning. But I mean, and especially when it's a 0 calorie seasonings, I have realized that oops. that I
You did that on purpose?
No, I did not do that on purpose. It's just flying everywhere. I'll take that from you, and I can do it.
Now
with
be
the
careful
hands.
because you're nervous.
I will. I got it. But I've realized that I don't ever flavor enough. I don't get to flavor enough. So many times when I'm afraid to
I'll do this.
when I'm afraid to get it, I'm afraid I've used too much. It's not enough. So I feel like this is just a little bit too dry. So I'm gonna put a little bit more of this Sprite in there, just to get it all moistened up. It's not gonna take very much. So I'm gonna put a little bit more in there. And then now I've already prepared my thing over there. Do you want me to move it here to do the bit to the
I can.
marshmallow?
Why don't I do this? Watch. Stay with me. We'll try to answer questions before this is over. They've had enough of me, so let me.
All right.
I'm going to be the cameraman and be quiet. All right, here we go.
Oh no! So now, okay.
I'm coming.
All right. So this, so see how nicely that kind of. So I don't know if that is the, like I said, I am not a. I like playing around with I like to figure things out, but I'm not. This probably is, somebody might be going, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's done that with that biscuit mix, or that that biscuit mix. But anyway, here's my counter. So I'm going to just spread this out on my counter and make sure I got everything in there that it needed.
Cleo
You're
just said,
I do
"Move
get
over."
nervous. I do get nervous, so let me make sure.
She's shaking, y'all. She's trembling. But
Alrighty, so
it's worth it. These are
here's
fat burning biscuits.
Let me make sure I didn't need to add.
I'm about to have me an egg biscuit
Alrighty, so why do I feel like I'm missing?
that burns booty.
Consisting of cut your. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna I'm gonna flatten this a little bit, and then I'm gonna roll this out till it's got a little bit.
For those of you asking all the questions, we'll post the Shibboleth approved recipe after we get done. Okay, so we have a
Shibby
Shibboleth. It's called the Shibby Biscuit.
Shibby Biscuit.
Don't say that 3 times real fast or you'll say a wordy derd. It's not a beep biscuit, it's a Shibby Biscuit.
All right, so we're gonna, I think this gets about 7 or 8 biscuits, something like that. So the thickness of this thing is always what kind of gets me. The directions have always said to make it about 1 inch thick. It's not quite 1 inch thick, so I kind of, sometimes some are thicker than others.
And Andrea Ferguson, how often can we have these? If you understand the Shibboleth shield and you have them the right way, you can have them every day and lose weight. But if you don't understand the Shibboleth shield, please go to www.𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Lifestyle, SHIBBOLETHLIFE. It's lifestyle. That's the word. You can spell that. 𝗎𝗏𝙗𝙗lifestyle.com. It's a free program. So go and watch the fast track videos, and you can make some sense of what we're saying, because if you follow our program daily, you could have these biscuits every day. Not that you would want to, but you can. And yes, these are a Category 2 biscuit. Category 2. You can use them
What does that mean?
when needed in place of fiber or fibrous veggies. So in other words, this biscuit, it's not a green bean. Not trying to say that it is. But it breaks down more like a green bean inside your body than, say, a regular biscuit. A regular biscuit's going to shoot your blood sugar through the roof. These biscuits will control your blood sugar so that you can efficiently burn fat. Good question.
Okay, so I had, the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of ghee butter. So I put about half of that in about 1/8 of a cup at the bottom of this pan. So that's going to be good because it's going to soak up into the bottom of that biscuit. Now, I'm using a glass pan. I really don't know the benefit to using, one over the other, but my metal pan got some fork streaks cut through the pan.
Stop. You're going to start picking on me. I know I'm not supposed to use a fork.
My glass pan I got. You want to...
Picking on
So I
me.
have this...
that looks like an octopus, that one there. Won't you make one that looks like that?
I know. Well, I had some little scraps aside. So now this little thing, I don't know where this came from, but it was like a hamburger, and it has a hamburger patty smasher and and these little round thing, which is awesome because it's perfect to cut the biscuits. But I also have used, I'm gonna roll that out just another time.
And again, y'all may not like it, but I'll take 2 of these biscuits and I'll eat a Shibboleth approved hamburger on it. Boy, that's good. Cheese and Laura's lean ground beef and tomato, ketchup, mustard. Lord have mercy.
But if I depending on what I have around, that makes a great biscuit cutter too. So, and I am going to get a little bit more out of this one. So I might have to snag another pan out in a minute.
We'll make some more.
So, alrighty.
You can never have too many biscuits.
I might make some. All right, so I might make some.
Cleo's asking, do you believe that the approved sugar, you're using approved sugar?
Yep.
The approved sugar helps the yeast to make the biscuits rise better. You do, don't you?
I don't know. I mean, I don't. I don't know if it does. I know. I think I've only.
They rise better than most people's that I've had.
Yeah, I started using the yeast before I added the sugar, and that seemed to help it. So, and these, I don't know, Cleo. You probably would know that.
To me, it doesn't make sense that the approved sweetener would make them rise more. But I know that I've had many people make me these biscuits, and they don't come close to yours. That's just the fact. So
you know what we're gonna try while
you're doing something secret to them.
We're gonna try something here while we're for grins.
You can't use regular sugar. You have to use Shibboleth approved sweeteners.
Since we got a little extra, this is how I usually end up.
No, nutritional yeast is not the same as yeast, Valerie, but she does something to them, and we're trying to figure out what it is. The nutritional yeast that she uses and the the sweetener, the approved sweetener, is really about, Sasha, right? The only difference that we can figure out as far as what you're adding different than other people that make them rise and look so pretty.
Yeah, you know what?
We don't know why. It doesn't make sense. I agree, but it does work.
Well, since you said that, I thought the nutritional yeast and the yeast that you find, in the little packets in the grocery store was the same thing. So I've been under the
they cook differently.
False, yeah.
So
it's not I'm not going to say it rises like your
nutritional yeast is good for your immune system and good for your gut.
Yep, and it definitely. I don't know how those are going to turn out, but I thought, why not just make a little? I wish I had a little sausage ball or something to put in those. But anyway, we're going to see how that does. Okay, so those are almost done. The last thing I'm going to do is
we've had pigs in a blanket with these too, haven't we? That's good. Pigs in a blanket.
Oh, yes, yep. I should have taken those out
Oink,
and
oink,
stuck
oink.
the little sausage
pigs in a
piece
blanket and lose weight.
Let me grab this brush out of here.
I know the secret.
One more thing that I wanted to add. Okay. All right, so the last thing.
Joan wants to know how much, we've covered it, I think, but how much nutritional yeast did you use?
I put a tablespoon of it in here. Yep. I put a tablespoon.
Not that much.
So, yep. So I'm going to pour the last part of my ghee butter over the biscuits, and I'm going to just spread that.
Boy, look at that. That looks so good. That's ghee butter, right?
That's ghee butter.
Woo, that looks good
butter,
already.
So
they ain't even cooked, and I'm getting hungry.
Alrighty.
That looks so good, Sasha.
Okay. Alrighty. So now we're gonna throw them in the
gracious,
oven. So.
Great balls of fire. Shibby biscuits. Shibby biscuits.
Yep. Yes. Alrighty.
Why didn't you put some sausage right there?
I know. I should have grabbed I just don't know what I just didn't. I didn't think I'd have any extra. I must have.
We have to make cheddar bay biscuits one night.
We do. All right. So then you're gonna put these in the oven, and these only take 10 to 14 minutes. I don't know how long those little guys will take, but I got to cook them. So while that's cooking, so we're going to wait. So, the recipe is in there, and it's got about, it takes about 14 minutes. So let me set that timer because that'd be pretty bad if I didn't.
Yeah, don't mess them up.
I'm going to start it with 10 just because I want to start with 10. We're going to see how it does after 10 minutes. I'm going to check them. So, we had since we
Where's your ghee? Show them that ghee butter there. It's clarified butter. It's when you have a clarified butter, you kind of demoisturize it, if you will. You're left with a lot of MCTs, medium chain triglycerides, that have almost no propensity to be stored as fat. So, boom. That's the one we use.
Yep.
Never use plant ghee. Plant ghee is harmful. That's what we call cow ghee that we just looked at. And we use Bragg's nutritional yeast. Mm-hmm. What sweetener did you use?
I used Splenda in this. Just my little, 2 little Splenda packets. And I mean,
temperature 425.
Yeah. You certainly don't have to use the sweetener or the Splenda or use the whatever 0 calorie sweetener you'd like if you'd like to.
No.
I don't really taste it in there at all.
Teresa, don't ever get liquid ghee. If it's on the shelf and it's liquid, don't get it. This is not liquid ghee. She melted it.
I did melt it.
She melted it.
It can be stored at room temperature, so you might see it, in the store. I've seen it with the top of it. It looks liquidy just maybe because of the room temperature. Mm-hmm. So it can be stored at room temperature. This though. So this was not, I could spoon it out because when it's in the refrigerator, I can't spoon it out. So I usually keep it, we keep it in the cabinet. So where's our other one at? So I don't see the other one. Oh, there it is at the top. So, yep. So we keep it in the cupboard. But, and it stores at room temperature. But sometimes you might find it in the grocery store, depending on the temperature. You might
Stop it, Andrea Norton. Quit picking on me.
Uh-oh. All right. So with that being said, do you want to let that? I mean, you got plenty to say.
No, I don't either. I'm gonna be quiet now. You was gonna kill time and make this other shindig, right?
Yeah, I was gonna try something.
Gonna give them a bonus.
Yes. So we're gonna have I saw this recipe today, and I think that Joni just approved one that was another pumpkin something or other. So I thought, oh, that sounded really good. And pumpkin is category 2. And it's pumpkin's time, so I saw this in the library. So I've never made this before, so I thought this would be a great one to make. And I do not have a I don't have a big enough food processor, so I'm going to just use the blender thing, the other thing.
No, Teresa, never use vegetable ghee. It will say vegetable ghee if it's vegetable ghee. You want grass-fed if possible, grass-fed cow ghee. There's several. All you have to do, Teresa, is look in the Shibboleth library, and you'll see the ones that we found that are approved. Sasha and I prefer 𝗎𝗓𝗏, but we've used several different ones.
So this recipe calls. Ooh, let me make sure I have. I said that, and then I want to make sure I have the. I do. Okay.
Dave Van Voorhees is on. Boy, I hadn't seen him in forever.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
Awesome.
I bet he's shocked that we still doing this. He's shocked.
This will never get out of our system. This will never be out of our system. So, all right. So I have.
Always check your Shibboleth approved library, and you'll be safe.
So I have this calls for a cup of the pumpkin puree, 2 cups of cottage cheese, and then sugar-free maple syrup, which I have that too. So,
You fast. I can't keep up with you.
Oh no, you just don't get in our fridge.
No, I know it's dirty in there.
I have. I'm trying to see because we just had some maple syrup that was sugar-free, and that one is well, I can do that one, but this one is this will be, oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, nutritional yeast, y'all, doesn't cause candida growth. So the dry active yeast will cause candida growth, which can really mess you up. So no. I wish we had time to talk about that for about an hour. Anyway.
So this
You don't want an overgrowth of candida.
One thing I have learned is that maple syrup, even the sugar-free maple syrup, if you're not, one of my favorite recipes to start with was, when I was first getting to know the program, was the French toast. Was the French toast, because I was shocked at how much just egg whites and the sugar-free maple syrup. I mean, you just about can't tell it. It sweetens it up just right. So so this, if you're, for a lot of recipes, that's enough sweetener. We use that a lot. So I'm gonna just mix a cup of the pumpkin puree. It also calls for a pumpkin pie spice, which I happened to have because there's another fun pumpkin recipe I'm going to make later on that's not in the library yet. All right, so there's my cup of pumpkin puree. I'm going to spoon that in there.
Debbie, I don't know without looking in the library. Oikos Pro 20 Gmail protein yolk. I don't know, but if you'll send it to me, I'll look at it for you. I'm gonna guess that it is. If the protein is greater than the net carbohydrate, then it would be approved. But without being able to stop the video and look in the library, I don't know. But if your protein's greater than your net carbohydrate, it probably would be.
So this recipe calls for 2 cups of the low-fat cottage cheese. Whoops, I'm really making a mess, but that's okay. So it's fun. It's what's fun, especially when you got a helper to help you clean it up. All right, so this little cup only, look up the mess I made, only holds about 1.5 cups. So I'm gonna fill it. I'm gonna do a cup there. It's because I'm moving like this.
Oh.
No, I'm sure they are shaking. So that's 1 cup. And whoops, add my other cup of cottage cheese in there.
Yes, it's going to be on Facebook. So those of you asking if it's recorded, it's right here where you're viewing it, and it will end up in the Shibboleth library tomorrow.
Now this thing right here, I'm excited about this dessert.
So Tammy just posted your link, Debbie. So it is approved. Sorry, Sasha.
That's okay. All right, so here's my cup of the the cottage cheese, which is also a category 1 lean protein. It's not in terms of good, better, best, it's a great category 1, but it's pre-digested, what you call pre-digested, so it's not really, so you can get your protein out of this dish.
It's good for a detox because you're resetting, resting, relaxing the digestive system because the food's not dense. And if you're trying to boost metabolism, this one still works. It's a -1 on the weight loss meter. The more negative the number, the better for metabolic boosting and insulin control. So this one's not bad for detox or metabolic boosting. So good choice tonight.
So we have this really, really good maple walnut calorie-free syrup from Walden Farms. Their syrups are the best thing they have, in my opinion. They've got the great tasting syrups. They have chocolate, caramel. They have a regular pancake syrup, this maple walnut syrup. But I'm going to use just a regular sugar-free that we found it at Publix brand sugar-free syrup for this, because I don't know that I want. Oh, I bet walnuts would be good in my pecan thing, but the taste of walnuts. But
yeah, walnuts would be good in it as a condiment.
I mean, walnuts. Yeah, well, yeah, true. Even if I had actual walnuts, that would be good.
So
pecans,
would this be? You've got macadamias, but I don't think that would taste
yeah.
good.
Well, no, that syrup has a walnut flavor, and I just thought that I'd rather
So,
not.
Teresa, when we put things in the library, there's a description that explains if it can be a meal or a snack, or a meal and a snack. This particular recipe, depending on the portion of your eating episode, could be either a Shibboleth approved meal or a Shibboleth approved snack, but it would depend on your portion.
All right, so my last my last ingredient that I probably don't have the right. Oh, look at that! It's in 10 minutes.
See, we talked it up. Don't let my biscuits ruin now.
You can take a peek.
Beautiful.
I'm going to let them go for just another few
minutes.
Another couple minutes. Let's see. Let's do it for 3 minutes. Oops. Let's just do 3 minutes and see how that goes. And then this also calls for 3/4 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. So this is a teaspoon. So I'm just going to gauge it. I'm just going to eyeball it a little bit. So I'm going to use that much. Pour that in there, and then we're going to blend it. So I'm going to get my little hand mixer thingy out here and blend that. So the idea is to obviously get those chunks out of that cream cheese. So, oops, just use that again. So you might move back because this could get splashy. This could get messy. You see how that? You see how I did that? Messy. So we gotta plug it in. We gotta get. I think I'm gonna. Maybe I'll try it. Let's do this one. Nothing like. Look at this mess I'm making all over the place. I hope your mama's not watching. She'd be like,
Cleo's watching.
Cleo's watching.
That's like Mama
Karen
watching.
So, and Karen's was watching earlier too. So she'll be like, Lord.
My Mama Jackson would be stepping in here and saying, "Let me have that thing."
Poor Travis. Now anybody at home is probably going, "Look at her trying to." Okay, there, I got it. So I'm gonna blend this together until it's nice and creamy. Hopefully it'll get nice. I should have had a food processor so that it would break up the cottage cheese better. is, in fact, we might improvise. We might just do that in a second. Even though I don't have the right, yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
Well, you've never done this one before.
I haven't. So get this.
You've done the biscuits before, but you've never done this recipe.
So I'm gonna improvise. I'm gonna make I'm switching it up. And you know, sometimes it's not perfect. You just gotta do, you just gotta do trial and error stuff. So I didn't think I had a container big enough that would hold this. I was kind of worried. Oh my goodness, with a cup that I wouldn't have something big, large enough to put all of this in so that we can blend it. And I might not, but I can do it in pieces because I really do want it to be creamy, like it says. So this time, your little thing smelled like onion yesterday.
Well,
It really didn't.
Don't be putting
But
onion in my
today,
happy juice container.
It's going to smell like pumpkin. So we're gonna get.
Well,
we're gonna do
pumpkin and happy juice probably would be good together.
You know what? It actually probably would. Oh, they were already done with that.
Gotta get our biscuits. Let's
Already
get
done
the
that.
biscuits.
Where's my little skipper?
No risk it, no biscuit.
Where's my little skipper? Alrighty. Boy, time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's take those out and have a look while we're.
Are you satisfied with them now?
I think so. I know I'm satisfied.
They better be as good as all the
I
other
know I'm
ones.
satisfied with
Oh
those.
yeah, that looks good.
Right? Let's move this out of the way.
Goodness, I'm so hungry.
You're hungry. It's a little.
Yeah.
Whoops.
We should have put some cheese and sausage in
I
them.
know. Next time. Now I know. All right. So those are definitely looking a little brown. I like my biscuits to be a little bit brown
Yeah.
on top, but these are.
They look good to me.
Yep. I think these are going to be. I think these are going to be done. Do you want to? Don't.
Oh,
I mean, you can touch it, but it's not. But now see.
you want to put them in another minute? Or?
Yep. I'll probably put them in just another minute. But those are. That butter is that's looking good to me. So.
Oh, that looks so good.
Yep. I'm just kind of flipping them, and you know what? Why not? I'm just gonna flip them, and then I'm gonna stick them in for another.
Don't don't mess them up.
I'm not. But I let that butter soak
That
in the other
looks
side.
so good.
So I'm just gonna let it go. Just another. I mean, literally, that's not gonna take long at all.
Oh.
So just let them brown up just a tad more.
Mouth pleasure
And
awaits.
So we're just gonna do. Let's just go 2 minutes on that.
Mouth
then-
pleasure and booty loss. I love it.
While that is happening,
Now this ain't getting no attention, and it's getting sad over
we're
here.
gonna throw that into my. Look at this. Look at what we're gonna do.
Biscuits and booty loss.
I'm gonna put this.
Biscuits and booty loss. I like it. We need a T-shirt that says biscuits and booty loss.
Oh, it does all fit. I don't know what I was worried about. My portion. What am I thinking of? My ability to see the portion. Anyway, I didn't think it would all. I was afraid it all wouldn't fit in here, but that fits just fine. And now I'm gonna blend it in this processor, which is, which is where. And really, let's put it right on there. Let's.
Look at you.
That would have been a really good.
Yeah, well, don't
really
cut.
good
Don't.
fumble.
You're nervous. Don't hurt yourself. That ninja's swift.
I know it. It is. This one's kind of scary. So we're gonna blend this up in a couple times to see how this.
Did you plug it in?
So I'm just gonna kind of shake that a little bit and see how.
We've never done this
Never
one
done
before.
this one.
You're gonna
What I
have
was
to keep
afraid
shaking
of
that. You
was
might
that-
have to pour it in and out,
Yep,
in
you know
and
what I'll
out.
do? I'll do this.
Is
Go
that all
ahead,
you
pour
do
my-
to it?
Yeah.
So
then
I can
you
taste
just-
it? Mm-hmm. Well, let me go and taste it. I'll tell you if it's any good. I'll tell the truth. And if I don't
Alright.
like it, that's going to be embarrassing.
Yeah, let's not do that. Are you a big pumpkin fan? Really?
I do. I like
You
pumpkin.
do?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna blend that a couple of times to get all the good out of there.
You want me to
But
try
wait,
it?
you can either have it now or you can have it.
No, I don't want it
Well,
with my
wait.
biscuit.
Nope. You know
I
what I
like
think it needs?
biscuits and bacon and biscuits and sausage and biscuits and Hamburger.
But you know what I think it needs?
What's it need?
It's a great recipe, but I think it needs I think it could be a tad sweeter. So but what it calls for is.
Why don't you use that monk fruit instead of that Splenda?
I can, yep.
Let's use monk fruit.
I have some of that.
I like monk fruit better than sucralose.
Yep, I don't know. I can't find it at the moment.
But you do what you need to do.
Well, I'm not going to do it right now because I already did make it. But I have...
you going to put me some whipped cream?
Yes.
Whipped cream's like... Ready Whips like duct tape. It fixes everything. Put that on there.
So I could actually put a little bit of... I could probably put a little bit more syrup in there even actually too.
Oh, we're going to fix it.
So we're going to put this on there. You probably like it because you're not... I tend to like my stuff a little bit sweeter than you do even.
Yeah, I don't like very sweet stuff.
Whoop. All right, let me get
sweet stuff to me means fat bus, and I don't want the fat bus. I was over 300 pounds. I don't like the fat bus.
Spoon. This is actually it's a -1 on the. It's a 1 + 2 plus a condiment. You can have a cup of that as a snack, or cup and a half if you wanted to have this as a meal.
Yeah.
So it's very. I think it could be sweetened a little bit more.
It needs some monk fruit.
Yeah, but I think it's
good.
Pumpkin and it's that's.
Well, that would be good with some ice cream. Mm-hmm. Some approved ice cream.
And if you let this, marinate itself for a little while too, then it can get that flavor just even more.
Yeah, it's kind of
even more flavorful.
A little bit like a really cool pudding.
Yep.
But it's good.
It's got a great.
You know what else would be good? Let me tell you what to do. What to do. I know what to do. Add some monk fruit. We don't care how it looks. We want to know we want it to taste good. Mm-hmm. Let's add some monk fruit and some cinnamon. You got some cinnamon?
Some cinnamon. You know what it had? It had some.
And then Tammy said put it in the freezer for a while, and it really will be good. Yeah.
Yep. This one they say to put it in to use it.
Is that cinnamon?
This is the monk fruit.
Monk fruit. Let's do some more monk fruit.
They say to let this, store this in the refrigerator, get it good, and let it sit.
Yeah, we do a better job with this one next time, but this is new.
Yep.
Put some more monk fruit in there.
That was the monk fruit's pretty.
That's an antiviral, antibacterial monk fruit. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Well, I just taught you that.
Well,
put that cinnamon in there. That's good for appetite control. Cinnamon, and now put me some more monk fruit in there.
I'm going. That one's the monk fruit.
We won't get the 𝗕𝗏 too bad.
All right, now look, he's chomping at the bit to get back in there.
Monk fruit's good for you. As long as if you do too much, it's antiviral, antibacterial, but it might cause a little, problem where you got to run to the bathroom if you have too much of that. But boy, let me try it now. Oh, yeah. Now it's good stuff, Sasha.
Yeah, that one's good, huh?
Now we're going to put that in. You got to put that in the fridge or freezer. That'll be ideal. And I'm going to have it with some of my approved ice cream.
Oh, man. Yeah. After dinner treat. Now, that's a good portion. So that'd be a great snack. Or once you let it sit and put it in the refrigerator, get it a little bit firmer, be even better. So.
Yep.
All right, so that was an experiment. So I'm going to add the sugar to that, add the monk fruit to that, and cinnamon, and then that'll
Which one of us is folding clothes, and which one's cleaning up the kitchen?
I know. All right, I'm going to open one of these up to see how it looks on the inside. But these are kind of fun. I'm kind of excited to try something with those the next time.
You gonna eat you a biscuit in front of them? Get you a bite of the biscuit. Let's see if you like your own cooking. You know, a preacher that don't enjoy his own preaching, he ain't worth listening to. I would imagine it's the same thing with the cook.
Mm-hmm. So there's my biscuit.
Oh,
you didn't get me opening the biscuit?
I didn't get you opening the biscuit. Put some butter spray on there.
Yeah, I'll put some butter spray. They're still pretty hot.
They're hot. They might burn the roof of your mouth.
So on this recipe, on these, this stuff is...
Couple scrambled eggs with that in the morning.
Yep. That's good stuff. So Yeah.
They in their room,
So
Charles. Elvira and Henzo's in their
I
room.
know. I'm shocked they're not over here. Oh my gosh, I did make a mess.
You did. You made a mess. Don't
So
you
that's
ever
the
get on to me
biscuit.
again.
Miss anybody ever? And I'll take all critique, but give them a try, and don't be afraid to get creative and experiment a little bit. There's a lot of people are scared to add any. Definitely be careful, but just like what we did with this whipped cottage cheese pumpkin recipe, adding things or playing with spices, adding things that don't cause any extra sugar or calories or whatever. It's just
Yep.
do that.
Do this while they hot, because I hadn't had anything to eat and it's getting late. There's all kind of things we can do with a category 2 biscuit yuns. All kinds of things with eggs and bacon and cheese. You can put cheese in there. Goodness gracious. But do me a favor.
What's that?
Split me one perfectly. I want to do this for my mama.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't care that people make fun of me for calling my mama mama. She's my mama. I'm not calling her mother. She's my mama. Now, cut that right now. If anybody else calls you mother, that's fine. But that's my mama. Cut that right as best you can, that right in the middle, because we're going to make a sugar biscuit. Okay, I ain't had a sugar biscuit in forever. Goodness gracious. An approved sugar biscuit. Cut it. Just cut it right down the middle. Okay. Can you do it? You want me to do it for you?
Yes, here.
God bless me. Watch this.
That and I'll hold. Oops, sorry about my hand.
It's hot. Watch this. She don't. I'm gonna make me a sugar biscuit. Look at that. Boom.
Of the pumpkin cottage cheese speedier approved ice cream.
Give me that. Where's that ghee butter? Is it still melted? Little drawn butter. They call it drawn butter up north instead of melted butter. Oh yeah. Now give me that. Give me that monk fruit right there in that thing.
Which one is it? Is this?
Yeah, that's monk fruit.
Oh, you got your whole thing?
Yeah, I do.
So
show them that. Show them that. Show them that monk fruit. Ooh, a little monk fruit right there. Help me go to the bathroom in the morning. Look.
You had yours.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, sugar biscuit.
Oh, my goodness.
Just like Mama used to make when we was little kids.
I have to say, these are the best ones. These are the best ones.
And
I've
then
done.
we could also, if I wanted to melt some approved chocolate syrup, and take that biscuit and dip that down in that approved chocolate syrup. You got it. All right, let's do that. Let's do that real quick. Oh, Lord. I feel mouth pleasure coming.
Did you get that? Did you get the knife that I hadn't opened it yet at all? So
hold on.
That's the That's actually his. It's not the real sugar.
Give me a fresh bowl.
Yep.
Give me a fresh bowl.
That is the monk fruit. It's somebody said that's actual sugar, and I said no, it's not sugar.
No, that's not.
That
sugar.
is the monk fruit. What did you ask me for before you slice your finger?
I don't tell them I don't eat regular.
No, we
sugar.
don't have any. We actually don't have real sugar in the house at all. So we are. That's definitely. We've got all kinds of different. In fact, I can show you.
Real sugar almost sent me to an early grave. Now, don't let Andrea see this. We're just doing this for the camera. Now, usually I'd put that in a pot and I would melt it. All right.
Michelle said it's like sugar. Yeah, it is. Well, it is, and it's. I mean, it tastes. And actually, some of these sweeteners are more sweet than sugar. They have more of a.
But that one doesn't. They don't elevate your blood sugar, and you don't get any fat bust, aka insulin, and you don't store fat, and your appetite don't go through the roof, and you can still efficiently burn the booty. Mm-hmm. That's what you do.
That one is that monk fruit. It goes. It doesn't take much. A little goes a long way. Boy, they got you on the side of your face.
I would get this hotter. Now look. I do have cuts all over my face. Look at here. Look at here.
And that is a biscuit that is booty burning biscuit, and it's got your chocolate and your sugar and I got to take a little.
Now I would have done a better. I wouldn't have done it like that if we had time, but it's good.
That'll work.
Good by that. Good by that right there.
I do. Oh.
Get right into the middle of that monk fruit.
I did that. What?
Is that not good?
That is wonderful.
Is that
That's
not
fantastic.
good?
I don't know how to turn it around.
Oh, I'll do it this way.
Okay.
You gonna do it? Do it.
Yep, you did good.
You do it. You do it. Look there. Boy, that's good. In the morning, we can have some cheese in our biscuit. Well, we're on the detox, so we can't. But we can have the biscuits.
Yeah, that's not right.
With the, we can still fit.
That is so good. It's these I'm proud of us, babe. On camera and everything, we remembered all the
You
ingredients.
did a great job, and let's see what they are.
And this
Eat
is
one.
amazing.
No. Let me show you how to do it. Go through our program if y'all haven't. It's free. We're a ministry. 𝗎𝙚𝙞𝙗𝙗𝙮 But give me a portion control plate.
Which one?
That one will work right there. Look. So we do the 2-hand rule. So if I do 2 biscuits, that's 2 hands, 2 palms covered. That's a meal. Now I can put a little approved cheese with it.
You put some
an egg with it.
or maybe some.
Now if I do this, boom, and I have a little approved cheese or something with it, then it's a snack, meal. But now that when you do 2, you're pushing the envelope, but you can still do it. If you learn the portion component and the number of eating episodes component that we have, you can have up to 3 eating episodes a day, and it's up to you, depending on the speed of result that you want with your weight loss effort, what you do there. Now these aren't like regular biscuits. A regular biscuit, it's going to drive your appetite upward. You're going to eat past the point of fullness. These biscuits are so heavy and full and filling, it's really hard for me to eat 2. It's hard for me to eat 2 because I don't feel good later because my stomach is so stretched. And so just a thought for you. Just a thought. Oh, let me go back to you.
No, that's okay.
𝗎𝙚𝙞𝙗𝙗𝙗 free program. Check it out.
I appreciate y'all asking for it.
They were good to us tonight. They were patient with us. We're not professional video people.
We'll get better. We'll get better as we go. But I remembered all the ingredients, and I think those are the best ones. So if you caught everything that I did, that's great. And they're not huge. They're not but these are perfect. They are fluffy inside.
They're delicious.
And I might say so myself. They're pretty good, and they are. And they're your category 2.
God
So
really blessed you because them's the best ones you've done.
I think so. And these are going to be fun too. So if you have any left over,
Just
throw
melt
them in
in
your
my
muffin
mouth.
pan and put you some little cheese or sausage or eggs or something in there and cook them that way.
I'm gonna finish my sugar biscuit.
That was great. All right. Thank you.
We love y'all. Thank y'all for the stars.
And I'm going to work on that one so that we get that one approved.
That was really good too.
It is good.
I mean, we can do better next time. And then, like Tammy said, put it in the fridge or the freezer.
Yep, it's in the refrigerator, it's gonna solidify a little bit and it'll be nice and a great little dessert for tomorrow.
All right,
breakfast.
Real quick, y'all. Tomorrow, Monday through Friday, I go live at 11 a.m. I answer all of your questions, a little more serious tone. A lot of y'all, if you'll let these new folks know, it is a more serious tone at 11 a.m. Monday through Friday. I answer all of your weight loss and wellness questions. Practical, sustainable, fun weight loss. Everything you need comes from your local grocery store. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. We love y'all so much. Thank you, Sasha. You did great, babe.
Thank you.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Good night, y'all.
Got a sugar biscuit to eat. Bye.